have long hoped for. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished. We are all happy. Let us drink to a further liberation of the American people, to their success, to their further income and taxes, and to the success of America.
Happy days are here again.
Prosit.
Salute.
Well, Michelle and I are just thrilled to be part of this spectacular evening. To the performers who lent their voices to this celebration, to the honored guests, to everyone who helped make tonight such a success, I want to say thank you. I also want to thank the staff and supporters of Ford's Theater for creating a place where education and the arts can thrive and where the legacy of our nation's greatest president will be preserved for generations. And I especially want to thank the members of one of our nation's most hallowed fraternities, the men who were recipients of the Medal of Honor. Please give them another round of applause. To each of those men, I want you to know your heroism is unquestioned, your stories are inspirational, your actions above and beyond the call of duty have earned the admiration of a grateful nation, and we are incredibly honored that you could join us here tonight. It's that kind of heroism that has always defined what this nation is all about. After all, it was exactly 234 years ago that a group of patriots, farmers and merchants, lawyers, physicians, pledged their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor to an improbable experiment called America. They risked everything in the name of a few simple ideas: freedom, equality, and the right to pursue our full measure of happiness. And even though the odds of success were not great, even though they were opposed by a powerful and far-reaching empire, these framers had the courage to take the first steps towards what would become the greatest democracy that the world has ever known. It was a spirit that would echo through time and space. To an Illinois rail splitter who vowed that a government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from the earth. To a young preacher who believed that even if he didn't get there with us, we would reach the promised land. And across an ocean, to generations of South Africans who rose up in search of the same inalienable rights that had been put to paper in this country so many years ago. As a lawyer fighting for the rights of black South Africans in the age of apartheid, Albie Sachs was thrown in jail without charge and was nearly killed when a bomb took part of his arm and the sight of one eye. Despite that fact, Albie knew he was part of something bigger than himself, and after returning from exile, he helped shape South Africa's constitution and held a spot on its nation's constitutional court for 15 years. And then there's Archbishop Desmond Tutu. As a crusader for freedom, a spiritual leader, and chair of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, and a respected statesman, he has become a symbol of kindness and hope far beyond the borders of his native land. Through it all, he has been guided by the belief that, in his words, my humanity is bound up in yours, and we can only be human together. There are few people more deserving of the Lincoln Medal, an honor bestowed on those who exemplify the singular focus, dedication, and generosity of spirit of our 16th president. And as we celebrate Independence Day, there are few better examples of how the spirit of our founding fathers did more than just create a nation. It inspired people in every corner of the globe yearning to be free. So I want to congratulate tonight's honorees, and I thank all of you for being part of this extraordinary celebration. We thank all the talent who performed here today. We thank all the supporters of the Ford's Theater. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
Well, this is the first time I've ever been down here, and it is a totally gorgeous beach, and everyone has been so friendly. It's very family-oriented. I've seen families with little kids, and everyone is so respectful and polite, and just there's a real community feel here. I feel really safe here. Just everyone's really laid back and easygoing.
What are your thoughts if the state's successful closing this beach down? What do you think?
I think that would be really sad. I think it would just be a real shame. There are people who come to this beach all the time. They love to come down here. It's just a really nice social environment.
Nude is cool! It is, you know? It totally is.
Nude is cool! Nude is cool!
I just wanted a better tan than other beaches, and I wanted to try something new, so I decided to come down here for the first time today.
What's your experience so far?
I think it's really cool. It's different. Everyone around here seems really nice and just open and like more accepting than other beaches.
How would you feel if they shut this down?
That would suck. Because it's like totally different here, and everyone's just like free and open. You can pretty much do whatever you want here. And it would be stupid because it's so out of the way, and it's not like anybody's hurting anyone. It's their choice to come down here if they want.
My first time here, and I like it because we were welcomed. Like, it wasn't like we were outcasted for coming to somewhere where people actually come daily, and they really welcomed us. Not only did they welcome us, but they made us feel comfortable. And I don't think that it should be closed down just because other people on the other side are worried about people over here. It wasn't like we went over there, like they came over and got us from over there. We specifically researched this beach to come here for, you know, the clothing optional. And when we got here, nobody forced us to do anything we didn't want to do or anything like that. It's completely optional, which is why I don't think that it should be a problem for anyone else. They're not trying to make other people conform to what they're doing, and they're just trying to get accepted for what they do. Different when you're on set.
Okay.
Okay, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Save the new beach! No.
I said beaches. I said beach. Alright, so what is it? Beaches or...
This is my first time here. I researched it with my friend, came here. They were very welcoming. We were nervous at first, but they made us a lot more comfortable than we thought we'd be. And that's pretty much it. It's a good place to be. I don't know why they're trying to close it down.
What do you think about the possibility of this beach being closed down, not being able to come here?
Even if I don't even come here again, I just think it's wrong that they're trying to shove these people out when they're not bothering anybody. We walk a pretty good distance to get here, but we're not shoving anybody out of their spots because we don't like what they're doing, and they don't want us to see naked bodies, and they don't have to come out this way.
Let's shoot.
This experience. What is it about this experience that you like?
I actually think it's pretty. It's like freedom. I like the idea of like the freedom of it, and also it's something that you don't see every day. It's something that, you know, we aren't allowed to do, and something that we necessarily, I don't think it should be prohibited. It was a cool idea. We actually like researched it for that reason, because we wanted to come here for that and the freedom and to do something different. So I enjoy it. It's been nice.
Uh-oh.
I like it. I mean, it's cool. I like how it's clothing optional. So.
And you're going to opt to have clothes on today or off?
Probably off.
Wow, so this is your first time?
Yeah.
Okay. What are your feelings